So friends, in the course of MBA 800 Business Central, we are starting our first section, which is Introduction to Business Central. In Introduction to Business Central, now we will see the navigate the user interface. In navigate the user interface, the lesson 3 is apply and save the filters. In this lesson, we will cover the three key topics. One is the set filters on the list, second is enter filter criteria, and third is the save filters. In set filters on list, we will see how to enter the filters on the column header of a list or in the filter pane by pressing the shift plus F3. Second is filter list by. If we have to filter any list by, we can see and we can we can put the filter for the location code yellow so that we will get the filtered list based on the filter criteria. Third is in our customer list, we can filter based on the predefined calculated fields. Example, in the chart of account, we can see the filtered amounts based on the GL account for net change from 1st of January 20 to 31st of December 2020. So for understanding the filter criteria on the list page, so here we will take the example of the customers. So in customers, for any filters, we can put it at the two places. One is if you have to filter based on a particular column, we can go to the respective column and then here we have the filter option. So in filter option, we can put by default the column name will appear here, and then if we have to see for the customers belonging to the blue location, we can select the value and then user can click the enter. After that, user can see the filtered list of the location belonging to the location code blue. If you have to clear the filter, then user can click the clear filter, and if you have to remove the filter pane, then he can just click the simple click the cross button. Another way is if the user has to select the filters based on the multiple criteria, he or she can use the filter pane. So for clicking the filter pane, he will click the show filter pane. In the show the filter pane, user can have the filter list by. In the filter list by, user can enter the filter criteria. So here example is first the user want to select the filters for the location code blue. So here user will select the location code as a column and then he will select the blue location. So here first user will see the blue location customers. In addition, if the user want to see the filter for any GL account, any customer number which is 10,000, so here user will select the another column, let's say customer number, and then he will select the another filter criteria. So after that, here user have the two criteria. So in addition, if the user want to put any further filter criteria, he can click the plus filter and then he can select the different kind of filter criteria. So if you have to remove, he can click the cross button and here the user can do the filter criteria. The next kind of filter criteria is filter totals by. Filter totals by is used to define the customer list based on the some predefined calculated measures. So here if you will see the customer list, here in the customer list we have the different kind of filter criteria which are available like currency filter, date filter, department, project filter or shifter filter. So here let's take the example is date filter. So in the date filter, if the user want to see the balances up to let's say 1st of January 2021, and if you will click the enter, then user will have the filtered list of the balances, and here if you will see the balances, so this balances is up to the 1st of January 2021. And if you have to remove the filter, then again user will click the cross button which will clear the filter. In entering of the filter criteria section, the user can set the intervals and the conditions for the customer list and on the request pages. they can use in the filter pane and on the request pages. Examples like if they want to filter for a particular range of the number of the GL accounts, they can put the interval like dot dots. Second is they can put the filter like either. In either they can use this function, this symbol. Third example is if they have to select for the not equal to, they can select the less than greater than. Full list we are displaying on the documents for the from the Microsoft. In save filter section, user can save the view. They can rename or remove a view. Now we will see how to enter the filter criteria and how to save the views. So for entering the filter criteria, we are taking the example of the chart of account list page. In that, the user will click the filter pane. In the filter pane, now we will see how to enter the filter criteria in the filter list by. In the filter list by, user will click the plus filter. There he will select for which column he want to select the filter. So here we are taking the example that user requirement is they want to filter the chart of account list based on a specific GL accounts numbers. So here let's take the example that in this whole chart of account list he want to see the GL accounts ranging from 10,100 to 10,700. So here the user will select the starting GL account number of the range example 10,100, then click double dot and then the last GL account number example 10,700. So once he will click the enter, the user will get the filtered list. So if he has to go back and if he has to clear the filter, user will click the cross button in the number. So once he will clear the filter, user can see all the GL accounts. Then the second example is if the user want to select only the some GL account which are not in the sequence or which are not in the range, how to enter those kind of filters. So here example is user will click the plus filter. Again they will select the number field and then here the user will select the first GL account number and then user will select the second GL account number. So here we have taken the two examples. So if you will see, though here user have received the filtered list of these two GL accounts which the user want to see. Now again if you have to clear the filter, user will have to clear the filter. The third example is here we will see how to get the filter list by. So in the filter list by, user let's say first clear this filter for the understanding. So here we will select in the user will go to the filter totals by, then here user will has to click the plus filter, then select the date filter. In the date filter user will select the first date example 01/01/20, then my date our data format is mmDDYY. So here we will select 01, 31 and 20. Then user will see the GL account balances in the range of this date filter. So this will bring the totals of the net change in the range of the filter totals by which user want to see the date filter. So that is how we can set the filter totals by. The next is how to save the view. So here let's say here we have received the filtered totals for the January 2020. So here user can click the plus button, save button, and then they can save the view. So that, or if we want to rename the view, he can rename the view, and here the user will can select example January 2020. So now here let's go back and here in the chart of accounts, if the user want to see the January balances, so here user have selected the chart of accounts in the search bar, and there user can directly go to the view which he has saved so that he does not again need to put the filters and these filters will be saved. If the user has to remove the filter or save the remove the view, he can click the remove the view.
then go to the next session.